normalize this. No more blind buying. This is the way forward. Sample sets. Check this out. So this is Retrouvailles. Don't ask me to pronounce it correctly. Now they say Paris, but actually it's from Dubai. And we have, yes, the full selection, 14 5 ml perfumes. Now, firstly, this is pretty much their full selection of perfumes, which is excellent. And secondly, these bottles are 5 mls. Thank you, okay? Look, what the hell are you supposed to do with 1.5 mls of a perfume, okay? 5 mls is going to give you at least multiple wears, and this will really give you a good vibe of the perfume. Okay, so first up, we've got Eternal Flame. The opening is very green leaves. As it dries down, you get some nice sandalwood and cedar, but the opening, it smells like a garden shed. So I'm giving this a 6.3 out of 10. Moulin Rouge opens up with a very bright rose and lychee, but then as it dries down, you get some nice kind of bahor smoky incense. It's almost like a shisha. This is very strong. 7.8 out of 10. Belgravia, this is warm and spicy with a little bit of sweetness there. It's almost like those little cinnamon rock candies you used to get when you were a kid. Very strong, 7 out of 10. So Priority Pass, this is a soft, sweet perfume. There's some blackcurrant there, which is very nice in the top, and it dries down musky and woody. It is more of a skin scent, but very well done. Smells quality, 8.2 out of 10. On Point is basically an oud maracuja take, except it doesn't have that inky oud. It's a lot softer, more musky in the dry down. Softer, very nice, 8.2 out of 10. So February 14th, rose, vanilla, musk, very nice. For me, it's too feminine, and it smells like Delina. Yeah, Delina, I would say. 7 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorites. It's complicated. I don't know if it smells like anything, but basically you get a slightly metallic saffron, with citrus and spices. Strong, and I'd give this one about an 8.5 out of 10. So the address, very interesting. This is a take on Abdussamad Qureshi blend. However, I would say the oud is not as vivid, and it doesn't have the ambergris note. So in some ways, it's actually more wearable than that one. And this is the first one I've seen clone that one, apart from Bodicea. 8 out of 10. Instant Love, soft florals, rose, orange blossom, and a little bit of vanilla. Again, it's just too feminine for me. I'm going to give this one like a 6 out of 10. Parisian Lights, one of my favorites from the bunch, and I think the most interesting. This one has an ambery, green, smoky opening, and it dries down with some nice patchouli and amber. I really love this one. A colleague of mine smelled it and he hated it. In any case, 8.5 out of 10. Today, this has basically got some rose, lang lang, florals, vanilla. It smells very youthful. It kind of smells like something from Bed Bath & Beyond. I might like this if I was a teenage girl, but I'm not, so I have to give this one a 5.5 out of 10. On Fire, this is my favorite from the whole bunch, and this is basically a take on one of my favorite DNAs, which is Tobacco Vanille. It's a bit smokier, very nice, and great performance. I'm going to give this one an 8.8 out of 10. Speak of the Devil, a very tart and fizzy raspberry with an oud and incense dry down. This is smelling very familiar to me because there's a lot of DNAs like this now. In any case, it's very nice, 7 out of 10. So Legacy is basically a take on Imperial Valley. It's a bit softer, a bit more wearable, but again, boring, okay? We've smelled this too many times now, so I'm going to give this one like a 6 out of 10. Guys, having tested all 14 of these, I can say that in all cases, the quality of the perfume or the oils being used is very good, okay? That's a good thing. Some of these are, it seems to me, original, okay? And some of them are not. They're just kind of copies. So I think you've got something for everyone in here. Men, women, old people, young people, formal, informal. Check them out. The prices are good. Atalayamak, peace out.